One person is dead and two other people are in hospital following a single vehicle crash on the 401 in Scarborough. It happened shortly after 10 o'clock this morning when a driver collided with a guardrail in the westbound collector lanes at Meadowvale Road. The driver was pronounced dead at the scene and two passengers were taken to a local trauma center with serious injuries. For more on this investigation, we're joined live now by OPP Constable Taylor Conkle. Constable, thanks so much for joining us. This was a one-car crash on the 401, obviously very tragic. Can you tell us more about what happened?
Yes, at 10:04 a.m. this morning, the Toronto OPPD were called to a single motor vehicle collision on Highway 401 westbound collectors just west of Meadowvale Road in the city of Toronto. The reports were that it was a single motor vehicle that struck the right side steel guardrail and rolled into the right side ditch. As officers arrived on scene, there was three occupants to that motor vehicle. The driver, who was pronounced deceased on scene, a 78-year-old front seat passenger, and a 2-year-old passenger in the rear. Those two passengers were taken to a local trauma center with serious injuries, but they have been downgraded to now minor injuries. The highway was closed, or is still closed right now, and we're just still finishing up our investigation.
So, you know, when you say that a vehicle struck a guardrail, and then you can see the aftermath from these shots provided to us by Chopper 24, obviously people would be wondering what the factors are that could have played a part in this fatal collision. What are you considering at this point?
Yeah, right now we have our collision reconstruction team on scene, and they're going to be looking at all the factors that might have caused this collision. We're going to be looking at the traffic conditions to see if it was heavy or light traffic conditions. We're going to be looking at weather, road, if they were wet, if they were dry. We're going to be doing a mechanical fitness of that car to see if the brakes were working, to see if the acceleration was working, and to see if there was anything wrong with that vehicle. We also are going to be looking at witnesses, anybody who was driving through at that time. We're going to be seeing what they said, if the vehicle was driving erratically or not. We're going to be looking to see what their statements have been said.
Right. I know that you asked people with dash cam footage to come forward. Have you had any luck? Were there witnesses in the area? What have you heard from them?
Yes, we've had a couple of witnesses in the area that have called in afterwards to say that they seen the motor vehicle struck the guardrail. But right now we know that there's tons of people out there that have dash cams. And if there was anybody driving, through at this time, this was a busy time, right? This was a heavy rush hour traffic that was a Monday morning, right? So there's probably a lot of people out there with the dash cam. So if you do have a glimpse of it on your dash cam, maybe when you get home, give it a quick check to see if you do have anything that you can provide to us. The Toronto OPP is looking for any evidence to help them in this investigation.
Okay. OPP Constable Taylor Conkle, we so appreciate this update. Thank you for this.